Formula One is bigger than ever in the US right now, so where are all the American drivers? When it comes to excelling at sports, there aren't many disciplines where the USA doesn't sit near the top of the tree. Whether it's boxing, tennis, athletics or golf, the country has produced some of the finest competitors in the history of planet Earth and has the medals to prove it. Americans love motorsport, and Formula One's recent boom in popularity stateside only strengthens that position further. Since 2017, F1 itself has been owned by Liberty Media Group, an American mass media company run by Connecticut billionaire John C. Malone. The group's American influence is reflected in the modern F1 race calendar, with no fewer than 3 US races included in the 2023 schedule. The Netflix series Formula One: Drive to Survive has only helped to grow the popularity of the sport over the past 4 years, rivaling IndyCar and NASCAR for audience figures in the States. But with this huge growth in the global motorsport brand, the real question is, where are all the successful US F1 drivers? For a country that has winning ingrained in its DNA, the lack of American Formula One drivers over a sustained period of time is quite remarkable. In the current F1 campaign, the USA is solely represented by Williams rookie Logan Sargent, who is yet to score his first championship point. Expectations will be low on the 22-year-old, who has just graduated from a solid season in Formula 2, but a look back through the history books reveals a mediocre past for Americans in F1. Before Sargent, you have to go back as far as 2015 for the last time there was an American on the grid. That was when Marussia gave Alexander Rossi a drive for the final 5 races of the season. He was never seen in an F1 Grand Prix again, moving to IndyCar, where made a name for himself by winning the Indy 500. As it happens, it was when the very same race was part of the F1 calendar in 1950 that America had its first GP victory in the sport, courtesy of Johnny Parsons. The country did hold something of an advantage, however, as it was only drivers from the US who took part. Only 2 American drivers have ever become F1 world champions in the history of the sport: Phil Hill in 1961 and more recently, the great Mario Andretti in 1978, who is still regarded as one of America's greatest ever racing drivers. Despite retiring in 1981, Andretti is still the last American to win an F1 Grand Prix, triumphing in his final race at the Caesars Palace Grand Prix in Nevada. His son Michael raced for McLaren in 1993 for 13 races but was eventually sacked for poor performance, even though he finished 3rd in his final outing. The Andretti family are plotting a comeback, however, with plans to launch a new F1 team in the pipeline.